Hello everyone and welcome back. We are here today to do some damage comparison between Nechronomancer and Legion Revenant. We'll be looking at low HP mobs, high HP mobs, and we will do a bit of soloing. We'll ignore support because that's only Legion Revenant that can do that. Legion Revenant automatically gets the crown for that. For transparency, I will not be using any funky enhancements on the classes. It's literally just going to be your standard Lux/Wizard, and the combo I'll be going for is what I call El Spammo. Now let's begin with having a look at those high HP mobs. Down at Revenant, as you can see, we're going to do roughly a minute. I tried to stop them both on a minute. It was really hard. In case you haven't spotted, Nechronomancer is down in the bottom right hand corner. Anyone that doesn't know, both of these classes are S tier farmer, with Nechronomancer arguably the best one currently in the game. Both will get stronger as the battle goes on, especially Nechronomancer. That thing is ridiculous once you charge it up enough. But anyway, as you can see, it took the win with those 10 kills compared to Legion Revenant's 8. The damage was really similar throughout. It's just that Nechronomancer nuke is ever so slightly more powerful. It's pretty much exactly the same with its damage over time as well, but all in all very close, and either of those classes are going to do you well. However, lower HP mobs are ever so slightly different. Legion Revenant, with some of its attacks, is able to one-shot the enemies. That's because it's consistently doing like 1k plus. However, that is not me saying Nechrono cannot one-shot enemies. Of course it can. It has the classic nuke attached to it, granted not as high as your solo chronos, but it's still more than powerful enough, especially when farming. However, saying all that, historically Nechronomancer, with its lower attacks, lower cooldowns, it gets more DPS in there anyway because you're doing more attacks over the period of time. And would you believe, yet again, it takes the lead on the low HP monsters, which is kind of what we expected, even though I went over by a second again. On to soloing. This is not something you're typically going to want to use Nechronomancer for because you have far better options, but it's worth just seeing a head-to-head how quickly it can go about defeating, say, Deseloff in this example. Obviously, Legion Revenant, if I was to solo with one of these, I would be picking that. It's an awful lot easier to use, as it's a lot kinder on your hands. But as you can see, Nechronomancer did beat it in the head-to-head. The point with a lot of these comparisons is, although there's not really much difference, if you are farming something for, say, hours on end, ultimately Nechronomancer is going to get you a lot more items in the time, although I can guarantee your hand will be numb and you will not be able to use it at all for the rest of the day. Anyway folks, thank you all very much for watching. Please do leave the video a like, and of course subscribe, and I'll see you all again for another one where we do more comparisons incredibly soon. Until then, have a lovely day.